What is up, y'all? I'm gonna give you guys a quick update on Scarlett's progress with holding stuff. She's getting there. Trust me. Scarlett, hold it. Yes, good girl. She's holding it. Now we're gonna try to increase duration, get it more consistent, and then she'll be cleaning up my clothes in no time. Hold it. Yes, good job. Oh, what a smart girl. I don't know if you guys know this, but Scarlett actually goes out there on her own. She has figured out a way to open the screen door. As you can see, the casualties from when she was a puppy, but she since has a new technique. She just shoves her nose in here and pushes the screen open until there's enough space for her to get out there. And then she'll just come out here and sunbathe. She mind her own business. Unbothered. She's a smart girl. For today's video, there's two things that I've been avoiding that I'm gonna do today. One of them is I have a bunch of clean clothes that are in a hamper that I've been meaning to put away. I got a laundry basket in my room and another laundry basket with my sheets and everything in my car still. So, gotta put those away. And then I'm gonna go for a run, probably after work. I haven't ran in a while. It might even be over a year since I last ran. Been putting it off. Keep saying that I'm gonna do it more and more. Tomorrow. I keep telling myself, like, I need to start running again. I need to start moving and working out and doing all that stuff. And so in the spirit of movement and doing things that I've been avoiding, I'm going to go put my clothes away and I'm going to go for a run. But for now, I just heated up some food that I made last night and I'm going to go sit on the porch with the puppy and get some sunlight and enjoy my lunch. I got some homemade chicken katsu, and tonight I'm gonna cook up some beef broccoli. Not the clearest of days, but we still have sun, right, Scott? Still a beautiful day.
Can't really risk your arm coming up forward, extending.
I don't know who's gonna believe me here, but she jumped up on my lap on her own. She's not a lap dog. She's cosplaying. You have anything to say, Scarlett? Okay, there you go.
In there, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see Chet Holmgren's right arm come in and get that deflection. Forward with a minute and a half to go. They called results. You've got a lot of guys that can knock down shots, but you've got to force that to happen. Three-pointers go. SGA knocks down the clutch three.
I really can't believe she's doing this. Bro, I'm gonna miss the end of this game.
Did not try to foul there. Nope. It almost cost him.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Knicks getting two opportunities. Oh.
Thank God. All right. Well, we escaped that one. Scarlett, you got to get off, man. All right. So, just finished work. I was able to catch the fourth quarter of that Knicks game. And so now we're going to get started with those things. First, I have to take Scarlett out. So, I'm going to go do that. Back from our walk. Going to head out for the run. I was going to use my Apple Watch so I could track how long I'm running, but that's not charged, so I'm just going to have to feel it out. Nothing too crazy. It's been probably over a year at this point since I've went on a run, and so just going to ease back into it, and see how I feel, how it goes. Nice and easy pace. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Whoa, my room is slanted, so if I let gravity take me in this chair, it's gonna go that way. I'm gonna do that now, and I'll be back. This is me before the run. This is me after the run. Tell me how the stream went for this entire time. And no buffers, no pauses. But when I'm trying to watch the fourth quarter in crunch time, I miss it because let me catch my breath. Whew. Well, I didn't wear my Apple Watch. I did wear my Oura Ring, so I have some information. Don't have the route, pace, or anything like that, but it was a 24-minute run. So a little bit longer than I wanted to. This is the biggest thing for me. Average heart rate was 162 beats per minute. Most of the run was in zone 4. That about checks out. The hardest part for me about running when I first started a few years ago was going slow enough to go for a long time in a longer distance. 2 years ago when I did my 1,000-mile year, I built that up. I learned how to run slow and then built up that floor week by week. As my mileage has increased, run slow to run fast is what they say, or run slow to go far, something like that. That was the biggest challenge for this run, is finding that pace without a watch, without anything to keep pace, just my breath and how I feel. And obviously I did a terrible job. I ran a little bit too fast. It feels good to start doing that again. You don't notice the areas that you need to improve on physically until you go and do something physical. So if you live a very sedentary lifestyle, you don't move much, you don't push yourself very much, you're not going to notice, where you're weak and where you can improve. If you do something like running, right, or anything high intensity, or, lift weights and push yourself, it starts to motivate me to want to, strengthen those things. The big reason why I started running a few years ago is basketball. I hate running. I still hate running. I've always hated running growing up because nobody ever told me, nobody tells you that you're allowed to run slow. And especially when you're young, all you're trying to do is keep up with everybody, go as fast as you can. And it just doesn't become fun at that point, for me at least. But what made me want to start running a few years ago, I put together a men's league basketball team. We played 3 seasons, but I remember during that first season, after a few of those games, I played good minutes, and I was just gassed. And we were losing these games. We were, it was our first season in the league against teams that have been playing for a while. I've never played in a men's league, so I didn't really know what it was like, what to expect. But, these guys are all, super tall D3 basketball players, And our team was just a ragtag group of guys that just love basketball. We hadn't played basketball to the level that a lot of these people have played. And with that, we were just getting ran out of the gym, endurance-wise. And for me, it was frustrating. I'm slipping and sliding. I got to keep my feet on the ground if I'm going to do this. For me, it was frustrating because I knew I was talented enough and skilled enough to not be losing this badly, but my body couldn't keep up with where I think my head was. So that really frustrated me. So I got to get my cardio up because I can't be losing these games off of no talent differential, but just endurance. And so that's such a big part of basketball, is just being able to keep up. And so I started running. I think a good amount of my running actually was during the second and third season of that. So I was running and playing at the same time, which is insane for me to think about now after just coming back from that run and how gassed I am. But yeah, that's a little bit of a backstory into how I started running. The run went good. I want to start running on a semi-normal regularity again, 2 to 3 times a week. Just some sort of normal cadence. Get the blood flowing, get me outside, get me breathing hard. So yeah, that was the run. Go ahead and check that one off the list. I still got my clean clothes I got to put away. As you can see, there's one right there. I still got to go get the other one that is sitting in my passenger seat. And then, yeah, I'm going to do that right. Should I do that right now? Yeah, I'm going to do it right now. And probably look to go make dinner and then start winding down. Alrighty, we got the clothes put away, so check on the second thing that I've been avoiding. And then all that's left to do for today is make some dinner. Restore. So hopefully it turns out fine. Gotta get my greens. All right. Got our food. Probably could have plated it better to make it look a bit nicer, but you know, it's fine. It's all going to the same place anyways. You know, it probably doesn't seem like a lot doing things that I avoid doing, and then I do like 3 things, but it's the little things. And the whole point of, you know, living a little bit more intentionally is to make sure that you do those things. Like, you know, I haven't ran in over a year. Check. Putting my clothes away. If I wasn't trying to do things intentionally, 9 times out of 10, I'm pushing that to the weekend, and then maybe I'm pushing that another week. Cooking, I'm on and off with cooking, but like if you asked me like a few months ago, I didn't have food for dinner, I probably would have just gone out to eat or ordered something in and something less healthy, you know. So it's the little things. Like obviously there's going to be days where I do that, you know, where I don't put the clothes away, where I decide to eat out, where I don't go for the run. But the whole point is, like, this, I want this to be the default, the baseline, you know, and those other days are the exception. Inevitably, you're going to eat out, you're not going to want to do the things. Sometimes that happens, that's just life. But, you know, that, in my opinion, should be the minority of days. Majority of my days, you know, I feel good enough to go for a run or to make the food. It's just laziness, honestly, like when I don't. And I got to be cognizant of that. I got to give myself grace, but I also have to, you know, challenge myself to not have that be the default. And so, yeah, that was my day today, guys. Thanks for following along. I'm gonna eat my dinner and call it a night. Scarlett says goodbye. Deuces.